Right, so today Florence has picked Jack and the Beanstalk. You like this one, don't you?
It's a new one.
Well, not really. It's one you've had for ages and we've read loads of times.
Again.
We'll do it again. Okay.
Can you read it?
I can read it. So the story
A cow.
of Jack and the Beanstalk. You're right, there is a cow, isn't there? There's a black and white. Moo. It's a good sound for a cow, isn't it? Should we do the story?
Yeah.
Okay.
Read it.
All right. Deep in the countryside lived a widow and her son Jack.
Where's the window?
The window is there, and this is the widow. It's a different meaning, but you're right. I can see the window in the shack is there, isn't it? It's all broken. They don't live in a very nice house, do they?
No.
Look, it's falling to pieces. I'm not sure they've got very much money, Florence. They might be quite poor.
Where's this?
I think that's Jack's mummy. Jack's mummy's standing there. Look at her face. She looks very sad, doesn't she? Don't think she's very happy. And look, just there you can see Jack leading the cow off. Shall we find out what happens?
Yeah.
Oh. Deep in the countryside lived a widow and her son Jack. Their cottage was crumbling and their clothes were patched. They were very, very poor. One day, Jack's mother said, "We must sell our cow. Take her to the market, Jack. Bring home some gold pieces." And Jack set off to town with it.
A cow.
Moo. But before Jack had got very far, he met a strange little man. "That's a fine cow," the man said.
He's got a purple hat.
He's got a very purple hat, hasn't he? You can see it there. "I'll swap you 5 magic beans for her." "Magic beans?" said Jack. "Are they really magic?"
He's sticking his tongue out.
The cow is sticking his tongue out, or her tongue out. Yeah, the cow is sticking her tongue out, I think. Yeah? "Magic? Magic they are. Or chop off my beard and knit it into a jumper," croaked the little old man. Magic beans. Jack couldn't wait to tell his mum. He clutched them tightly and ran all the way home.
He's licking it.
Do you think he's licking Jack's hair? Is that what he's doing? That's what she's doing.
He's licking it.
I think it's a female cow. Cows are female, aren't they? So I think it's probably what she's doing. I think she might be licking Jack's hair. You might be right. Jack's mother was furious. "We need money, not useless old beans," she cried. And she threw them out of the window in disgust. Look, you can just see the beans disappearing there, going out the window. But late that night, a tiny bean sprout poked up from the ground. And then it grew. And it grew. And it grew. The next morning, the beanstalk stretched high into the sky. The beans were magic, Jack cried. But what's at the top? Giant Jack climbed up, up, up the beanstalk.
Where's Mummy?
At last, he reached the very top.
Where's Mummy?
Mummy's at work. She's at work.
She's not.
She is. There, shimmering in the sunlight. What are we going to see here, Florence? It was a castle, a magnificent castle.
Giant.
I think there might be a giant. Just then, Jack's stomach rumbled. "Must find some breakfast," he thought, and he tapped on the castle door. "You think the giant's in there?"
Yeah.
The door creaked open and a huge giantess smiled down. "Hello!" Jack shouted up. "Please, do you have any food?" "You poor thing!" boomed the giantess. "Come right in, but quickly, before the giant gets up." What a marvellous feast! There was an enormous loaf of bread and a gigantic jar of jam. Jack tucked in at once. But suddenly the room began to shake. Boom! 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 "Goodness me," cried the giantess. "He's coming!" And she shoved Jack under a teacup to hide. Into the room stormed a big, scary, hungry giant. Fee, fi, fo, fum, I do that. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be alive or be dead. I'll grind his bones to make my bread.
You do that.
I do that, don't I? Don't be silly, there's nobody here but us, the giantess scolded. Now go and wash before breakfast.
Where's that giant?
She's gone to wash his hands. Jack trembled and shook. I must leave. Now, he thought. He was halfway down the hall when he heard a squawk, squawk, squawk. It was a hen with bright golden feathers. Help, she clucked. Set me free and I'll lay you golden eggs every morning. Jack scooped up the hen. But then he heard huge footsteps thundering after them. Who's coming?
Giant.
A giant! Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. And there he is!
You do that.
Jack raced out of the door. He jumped and slid down the beanstalk. Down, 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 all the way back to his cottage. Mum! Mother! Quick! Bring the axe! He shouted. Jack's mother swung the axe at the beanstalk. Thwack! It shuddered and shook, and then the giant came tumbling down. Fee, fi, fa, crash! And that was the end of the giant. Jack hugged his mother tight.
He's dead.
I think he is. I think the giant is dead.
He's dead.
Look what I found, he said. And he showed her the golden hen. Oh, Jack, said his mother, I'm so glad you're safe. And you were right about those magic beans. So Jack, his mother, and the golden hen all lived happily ever after. And with lots of golden eggs, they were never poor again. Live in a beautiful big house now, don't they? Look at that. The slide all the way down to the swimming pool. Oh, fantastic. That's the end.
Did he in?
We'll see you again for another one soon.